Solitude, a journey often embarked upon by chosen ones, holds within it the seeds of transformation. You see, just like the monks of ancient times, in the quiet spaces between our constant doings, we find room for growth, reflection, and ultimately renewal. But like all things in this world, phases of solitude are transient, and their ending brings the beginning of something new, something eagerly awaiting on the horizon of our lives. The first sign that this phase is drawing to a close is the subtle yet profound feeling that a new chapter is starting. This sensation isn't loud or disruptive. Instead, it whispers in the depths of our being, stirring the waters of our soul with the promise of fresh beginnings. It's akin to the gentle but certain shift in the air that signals the coming of spring after a long winter. Everything around us might look the same, yet something within us knows that change is afoot. This sign, the feeling of a new chapter, is deeply personal and can manifest in various ways. Perhaps it's an unexpected surge of energy after a period of stagnation, or a newfound clarity that pierces through the fog of the past. It might even be a series of coincidences that seem to nudge us towards paths we had never considered before. These are not just happenstances. They are the universe's way of whispering, "It's time." The stories and parables from myriad traditions across the world have long spoken of such moments of transition. The ancient philosophers, from the Stoics of Greece to the Zen masters of Japan, all recognized these periods as critical junctures in a person's life. They are moments when we are called to step out of the old and embrace the new with courage and hope. One such story that resonates with this theme is that of the caterpillar and the butterfly. You see, the caterpillar spends its days munching on leaves, moving through life in its own little world, but there comes a time when it feels an urge, a subtle whisper deep within, telling it that something is about to change. At first, the caterpillar may not understand this feeling. It continues its routine, going about its business as usual. But soon it notices strange stirrings within its body. It feels a restlessness, a desire to do something different, something it has never done before. And so one day the caterpillar stops its endless eating and crawling. It finds a quiet spot, away from the hustle and bustle of the world, and spins itself a silky cocoon. Inside this cocoon, it undergoes a profound transformation, its body breaking down and reshaping itself into something entirely new. For days or weeks, the caterpillar remains hidden away, alone with its thoughts and its dreams. And then, one magical moment, it emerges from its cocoon, not as a lowly caterpillar, but as a magnificent butterfly, spreading its wings and taking flight for the very first time. In this simple yet profound story, we see the journey from solitude to renewal. Embracing this sign requires attentiveness to the stirrings within us. It's about listening deeply to our inner self, acknowledging the subtle shifts in our desires, thoughts, and emotions. This is not a time for rash actions, but for gentle observation and reflection. It's a period where we allow ourselves to dream again, to imagine the life that lies beyond the cocoon of our solitude. The feeling that a new chapter is starting is a sign, a beacon, calling us to prepare for the journey ahead. It signifies that our time of inward reflection has equipped us with the wisdom and strength needed for the path that unfolds before us. This is not just the end of solitude, it is the beginning of a new adventure, one that promises growth, challenges, and the joy of rediscovering the world and our place within it. Sign 2. Increased sense of purpose. As the subtle whispers of change begin to permeate our consciousness, signaling the end of our solitude, another sign emerges, distinctly vibrant and compelling, an increased sense of purpose. This isn't about discovering a grand destiny overnight, but a gradual awakening to a feeling that our lives, our actions, indeed each moment, holds greater significance than before. During periods of solitude, we often engage in deep introspection, peeling away the layers of noise and distraction that life accumulates around our essence. In this silence and seclusion, we come face to face with our true selves, our fears, hopes, and dreams. It's a profound journey that, while challenging, nurtures the soil of our being, allowing seeds of purpose that were planted long ago, perhaps unnoticed, to finally begin sprouting. This renewed sense of purpose can manifest in various forms. It may arise as a compelling urge to contribute to our communities, to create, to express, or simply to engage with life more fully and authentically. It's as if the pieces of a puzzle we didn't even know we were assembling suddenly click into place, revealing a picture that, while still incomplete, now has form and direction. Such clarity of purpose is reminiscent of the teachings found in ancient wisdom traditions. The Bhagavad Gita, for example, speaks of dharma, the intrinsic nature of reality regarded as a duty or virtue. This concept suggests that each of us has a unique path to follow, a unique contribution to make to the tapestry of existence. When we begin to feel that increased sense of purpose, it's a sign that we are tuning into our dharma, guided by the whispers of our soul. Embracing this sign requires courage. It asks us to trust in the journey we have undertaken, to believe in the worthiness of our dreams and aspirations. It calls for action, for stepping out of the shadows of solitude into the light of engagement with the world. This doesn't mean abandoning the insights gained in solitude. On the contrary, it's about integrating those insights into our daily lives, allowing them to inform and inspire our actions. The transition from solitude to engagement with the world is not always easy. It requires adjustment, patience, and sometimes the willingness to navigate uncertainty. But the increased sense of purpose that accompanies this transition is a powerful ally. It provides motivation, direction, and a sense of belonging to something greater than ourselves. Sign 3. Contemplating the future. His contemplation is not rooted in worry or fear, but in a hopeful envisioning of what lies ahead. It's a sign that our mindset is shifting, turning from introspective reflection to forward-looking optimism and planning. This transition is marked by a curious blend of excitement and calm, a recognition that though the future is uncertain, we are now equipped with deeper self-awareness and a clearer sense of direction. The time spent in solitude has provided us with the tools to not only dream of a future, but to start laying down the practical steps towards realizing those dreams. It's as if, having navigated the depths of our inner world, we're now ready to engage with the outer world in a more meaningful and intentional way. Contemplating the future in this manner is deeply empowering. It acknowledges that while we cannot control every aspect of our lives, we have the agency to influence our journey through the choices we make and the attitudes we adopt. This perspective echoes the wisdom of many spiritual and philosophical traditions, which teach us the importance of living with intention and purpose. For instance, the concept of kairos, an ancient Greek word meaning the right, critical, or opportune moment, captures the essence of this sign. Kairos represents those pivotal moments when conditions are perfect for us to act towards our future. It reminds us that while Chronos, or chronological time, marches on relentlessly, Kairos invites us to seize the fleeting opportunities that life presents, imbuing our actions with significance and our lives with a sense of purpose. Embracing this sign of contemplating the future involves a delicate balance between dreaming and doing. It requires us to set goals that resonate with our true selves, derived from the insights gained during our solitude. Yet it also calls for a pragmatic approach, where we begin to map out the steps needed to transition from where we are to where we wish to be. This process may involve setting new routines, acquiring new skills, or even altering our environment to better support our envisioned future. It may lead us to reconnect with old friends or seek out new communities that align with our emerging path. Through these actions, we start to weave the fabric of our future, thread by thread, with intentionality and hope. Moreover, contemplating the future in this light fosters resilience. It prepares us to face challenges and setbacks, not as insurmountable obstacles, but as integral parts of the journey. Armed with the depth of understanding and strength developed during our solitude, we find ourselves better equipped to navigate the complexities of life. Sign 4. Heightened emotional resilience. As we navigate the transition from solitude to a more connected existence, another significant sign emerges: heightened emotional resilience. This is not merely about becoming tougher or impermeable to life's challenges. Rather, it's about developing a refined ability to navigate through emotional ups and downs with grace, understanding, and a deeper sense of peace. This sign of ending solitude resonates with the concept of anti-fragility, a term coined by Nassim Nicholas Taleb to describe systems that gain from disorder. Unlike mere robustness, which resists shock but remains unchanged, anti-fragility implies growth and improvement in response to stressors. Similarly, heightened emotional resilience is about evolving through our experiences, becoming more adaptable, and thriving amidst life's inherent unpredictability. During our solitude, we often face our shadows, confronting fears, doubts, and insecurities that we might have been too busy or reluctant to address before. This confrontation, though challenging, is transformative. It allows us to build a foundation of inner strength and equanimity, making us more adept at handling whatever life throws our way. As we emerge from our solitude, this newfound resilience becomes apparent in our more balanced reactions to adversity and our capacity to recover from setbacks more swiftly and with a clearer head. This resilience is often accompanied by a significant shift in perspective. What once might have overwhelmed us now becomes a challenge to navigate with curiosity and learning. This shift is akin to the teachings found in Stoic philosophy, where the emphasis is placed on controlling our reactions to external events rather than the events themselves. It's a realization that while we may not have control over what happens to us, we have a choice in how we respond. Embracing this sign means recognizing that our emotional experiences, both positive and negative, are valuable teachers. It's about allowing ourselves to feel fully, to learn from our emotions without being consumed by them. This approach doesn't negate the difficulty of adverse situations, but provides us with tools to face them with dignity and a sense of calm assurance. The practical applications of heightened emotional resilience are manifold. It enhances our relationships as we become better equipped to communicate effectively and empathetically. It improves our decision-making as we are less likely to be swayed by temporary emotional states. And crucially, it fosters a deeper sense of contentment as we learn to find balance and meaning in the ebb and flow of life's experiences. Sign 5. Reawakened interest in relationships. This reawakening isn't merely a desire to fill silence with chatter or to stave off loneliness. Rather, it's a deeper, more intuitive pull towards reconnecting with others, fostering meaningful relationships, and engaging in the communal tapestry of life. During solitude, it's common to undergo a period of re-evaluation concerning the relationships in our lives. We might ponder on their quality, depth, and the mutual exchange of support and understanding. This introspection can lead to a newfound appreciation for the value of genuine connections, as well as a clearer understanding of the kind of interactions that enrich our lives. As we feel the shift towards seeking out and nurturing relationships, it's a sign that we've processed and integrated the lessons of solitude. We're now ready to apply these insights into our interactions, approaching relationships with greater authenticity, compassion, and openness. This rekindled interest is about quality over quantity. It's an inclination towards connections that offer mutual growth, understanding, and joy, reflecting our evolved understanding of what it means to truly connect with another person. This phase is reminiscent of the philosophical concept of Ubuntu, an African philosophy that can be summarized as "I am because we are." It emphasizes the importance of community, relationship, and mutual caring for all. The reawakening to the value of social interactions signifies an understanding that our well-being is deeply interconnected with the well-being of those around us. It's an acknowledgement that, while solitude can be a powerful tool for personal growth, our fullest potential is often realized in relation to others. Ubuntu, as a philosophy, brings to the forefront the teachings of Desmond Tutu, a South African cleric and theologian. Tutu's interpretation of Ubuntu offers a profound insight into the essence of being human, suggesting that our humanity is bound up in one another's. He famously said, "My humanity is bound up in yours, for we can only be human together." We must realize that embracing this sign involves intentionally reaching out, making efforts to rebuild old bridges, and being open to forming new ones. It's about being present in our interactions, listening deeply, and sharing of ourselves with honesty and vulnerability. This doesn't mean that every interaction will be profound or life-changing, but rather that we approach our social life with a renewed sense of purpose and possibility. The benefits of reawakened social interests are manifold. It can lead to a richer, more diversified life experience filled with learning, joy, and the support of a community. It strengthens our sense of belonging and contributes to our emotional and mental well-being. Moreover, it allows us to share the insights and growth we've attained during our solitude, potentially serving as a beacon of inspiration and support to others. Sign 6. Sense of inner fulfillment. As we venture further from the shores of solitude, another profound sign that we are transitioning into a new phase of life emerges, a sense of inner fulfillment. This feeling transcends external achievements or the accumulation of material possessions. It's a deep-seated contentment and peace that springs from within, signaling that we have come to terms with ourselves and our journey thus far. The emergence of this inner fulfillment reflects ataraxia, a term used in Epicurean and Stoic philosophy to denote a lucid state of robust equanimity, characterized by ongoing freedom from distress and worry. Attaining this state is not about avoiding the challenges of life, but about approaching them with a mindset that is free from unnecessary anxiety and turmoil, knowing that our happiness depends on our inner state rather than external circumstances. This sense of fulfillment is a testament to the work done during our solitude, where introspection and self-discovery allowed us to align more closely with our values and aspirations. It signifies that we've started to live in harmony with our authentic selves, making choices and engaging in activities that resonate with our deepest desires and beliefs. This alignment brings about a quiet confidence and joy as we no longer seek validation from external sources, but find satisfaction in our own existence and in the simple pleasures of life. This newfound sense of fulfillment greatly influences how we approach the future. With a foundation of contentment, we are more open to exploring new opportunities and challenges, not out of a sense of lack or in pursuit of happiness, but as expressions of our fulfilled selves, seeking to experience, grow, and contribute further. This sense of fulfillment has a profound impact on our relationships. When we interact with others from a place of inner completeness, we do so with generosity, empathy, and a genuine desire for mutual growth. We become more resilient in the face of conflict and more compassionate, recognizing that each person is on their own journey toward fulfillment. A striking example of this concept in action is the famous Harvard study of adult development, one of the longest-running studies of adult life that has been ongoing since 1938. This study has tracked the lives of 724 men for over 80 years, collecting data on various aspects of their lives, including their work, home lives, and health. Dr. Robert Waldinger, the study's current director, summarized the findings by saying, "The clearest message that we get from this 75-year study is this: good relationships keep us happier and healthier, period." This reflects the essence of finding contentment and fulfillment within ourselves and our relationships, rather than seeking it through external validation or material success. Sign 7. Openness to new experiences. The seventh sign that we are ready to close this chapter and turn to a new page is an openness to new experiences. This openness is not just about seeking novelty for its own sake, but represents a profound willingness to step out of our comfort zones, to learn, grow, and be transformed by the rich tapestry of life. This sign indicates a shift from introspection to exploration, from being inward-looking to engaging actively with the world around us. It's as if, having spent time in the cocoon of solitude, we emerge with wings ready to fly, eager to explore the vast and varied landscapes of existence. This openness is accompanied by a sense of curiosity and adventure, a readiness to embrace the unknown with optimism and courage. This transformative openness aligns with the concept of beginner's mind found in Zen Buddhism, known as Shoshin. It's an attitude of openness, eagerness, and lack of preconceptions when studying a subject, even when studying at an advanced level, just as a beginner would. Adopting a beginner's mind in our approach to life encourages us to see the world with fresh eyes, to be open to learning and discovery, and to embrace life's unpredictability as an opportunity for growth. Embracing new experiences involves a deliberate choice to venture beyond the familiar, to engage with new ideas, cultures, and activities. It's about saying yes to opportunities that arise, even when they push us out of our comfort zones, trusting that each new experience adds depth and dimension to our lives. This openness also fosters resilience, as we learn to navigate the inevitable challenges and uncertainties that come with trying new things. It teaches us to adapt, to be flexible, and to find joy in the journey, regardless of the outcome. Moreover, it enhances our creativity and problem-solving skills as we are exposed to diverse perspectives and ways of thinking. The impact of this openness on our relationships is profound. It allows us to connect with a wider array of people, to appreciate the richness of human diversity, and to build bridges across differences. It encourages us to listen more deeply, to engage in meaningful dialogues, and to cultivate empathy and understanding. In conclusion, the journey from solitude back into the world is marked by profound transformations. Each of these signs indicates a step in our growth and readiness to engage with life more fully. I hope you enjoyed this video. Feel free to subscribe to my channel if you did. Thanks for watching.